Throughout history, Jews have been known for their business skills. While some have portrayed this ability in a negative way, the capacity to generate wealth associated with Jewish people is now generally seen as a positive and admirable quality. But what's behind the success of Jews in business, and how can it inspire others? The foundation of Jewish prosperity in business lies in the books and stories that form the Jewish religious canon. Alongside Jewish traditions, the Torah, Talmud, and other texts have been a source of inspiration and guidance for Jews for many years. In this video, I'll show you what you can learn from Jews and their philosophy so you can implement their financial success into your own life as well. In Shakespeare's The Merchant of Venice, the character Shylock perpetuates a negative stereotype of Jews as greedy moneylenders, a portrayal that has unfortunately persisted. False theories about Jewish business success include unfounded claims of a money gene and accusations of cheating. The Torah refutes the notion of dishonesty, emphasizing the importance of maintaining an honest reputation in business dealings as a direct offense against God. Conspiracy theories suggesting that Jews are part of some secret society are debunked because the argumentative nature of Jews makes it implausible to keep such organizations under wraps. The assumption of superior intelligence among Jews is also debunked as higher IQs generally lead people toward academia and science rather than business leadership. Jewish success is attributed to a strong emphasis on education at home and in synagogues. This commitment to education has historically resulted in high literacy rates among Jews. Despite comprising only 0.2% of the world's population, there is a disproportionately large number of books published annually on Jewish themes. In addition to the teachings of the Torah, oral traditions stress the importance of sacrificing present pleasures for future benefits, serving as a reminder that hard work today can lead to a successful business tomorrow. It's not uncommon for corporations and businesses to be demonized by politicians and the media, and this can turn people's attention away from the job creation. However, on a personal level, engaging in a successful business venture can boost your self-esteem. Guided by the teachings of the Torah, Jews integrate morality into their business practices. According to Jewish wisdom, business success is linked to the approval of friends, and this creates the passion and drive behind the endeavor. Emphasis is placed on virtuous and ethical conduct, reducing the likelihood of entering illegal or immoral territory. Of course, if someone gets away with cheating, they'll probably be tempted to cheat again. However, this can be prevented by atonement. Atonement, aligning oneself with God, is crucial in Judaism. It involves learning from mistakes, reducing the urge to repeat misconduct. Interestingly, Jews entered the banking profession to provide a noble service and help others. Contrary to the misconception that Jews became bankers to escape oppression, Jewish tradition views lending money as a charitable act, allowing others to start businesses while preserving independence and dignity. Now that you know some good reasons for starting a business, let's see how traditions can lead to successful business connections. In a typical Jewish workplace, co-workers are like friends and family. But for these relationships to work, they have to be real. People can tell if it's forced, so trying to create a friendly environment won't succeed. You might think that friends and family are separate from business, but they can actually inspire you. Take Richard Simon, for example. He noticed his grandmother and her friend enjoyed doing the Sunday crossword together. That made Simon realize that there is a market for a puzzle book. He shared the idea with his friend Lincoln Schuster, and soon, Simon & Schuster, a publishing giant, was born. Traditional Jewish life's communal nature also creates a helpful network of connections. Traditional Jewish prayer requires a group of 10 men called a minyan, and every city has one. So when a Jewish businessman travels, joining a minyan provides opportunities for new relationships. Since this network is always growing, there are always new possibilities. There are also teachings that can help form successful new relationships by allowing people to better understand themselves and how others perceive them. For example, Musar, ancient Jewish literature, teaches lessons about self-change. According to Musar, change means not just how you appear, but also who you really are. Understanding this can give relationships a deeper, even spiritual meaning. Are you someone who always aims for perfection, working extra hard until everything is flawless? Trying to be perfect is foolish because nothing is perfect, especially in business. There is a Jewish belief called ethical capitalism which reminds us that people are taught the ways of business by others, and this can sometimes result in corruption. It also stresses not blaming capitalism for the mistakes of a few individuals, treating business like an inanimate object that people can misuse. Take Bernie Madoff, for example. His fraudulent Ponzi scheme hurt many, but we should hold him accountable instead of blaming capitalism. While business isn't perfect, it doesn't have to be evil. Jewish traditions highlight ways to operate ethically within the business system. They say business is driven by greed, but Jews are taught that you must provide for yourself before you can help others. While some see business as dehumanizing, Jewish tradition sees it as a source of growth and inventiveness. Business is also criticized for creating inequality, but it plays an important role in sustaining the economy. Redistribution of wealth is the government's responsibility, not business. What do you think makes a great leader? Throughout history, many outstanding leaders share certain qualities, as seen in Jewish tradition. One key trait is the ability to follow. Even Moses, one of history's greatest leaders, had a mentor, God. Leaders have a vision and a goal, persuading others on how to achieve it. For example, God envisioned the world we live in and aimed for the Sabbath, celebrated by Jews every Friday night. Faith plays a powerful role in leadership. It can be expressed through prayer or by having faith in oneself and inspiring others to achieve goals. Leaders carry themselves with a respectful presence. Like the lion, not the biggest but respected for its regal posture, leaders earn respect through how they present themselves. Leaders don't fit a single definition. They fill many roles. For example, guiding people through change, being an inspiring role model, or helping people develop. People often become leaders unexpectedly, thrust into the role by extraordinary circumstances. Many people are afraid of change, but as we age, we're always learning and evolving, even if we don't realize it. Judaism teaches us to embrace our uniqueness and the ongoing changes in our lives. Once we accept change, we can benefit from it. Change can be initially painful, but is often beneficial in the long run. Some companies fail when faced with change, but those that adapt can turn it into profit. Judaism shows us that change is easier to accept when it arrives gradually, which is why events that honor a marriage or a death take place over several days. This principle applies to successful businesses. Stay true to core values and the mission statement, but remain open to new opportunities. Many people fear an uncertain future, but you can reduce uncertainty by making accurate predictions. The Talmud explains the difference between the wise and the prophetic. While a prophet looks into the future, the wise can see today's events and anticipate their consequences tomorrow. You don't need to be a genius. Training yourself to foresee the future requires keeping your ego and ambitions in check. Ego can cloud judgment. Accurate forecasts don't require expertise in every global business trend, just the ones directly impacting your business. Stay informed on relevant regulations and industry factors. Predicting the future involves interpreting both the present and the past. A steady economy typically remains unless external forces bring change. Monitoring patterns and trends is crucial, especially in industries like fashion where trends can predict future sales. The old adage that time is money is certainly true, but there's more to it. In the Talmud story of Joseph, we learn that we are money. It's impossible to separate us from it. Everything we have can be quantified in terms of money, shaping a healthier relationship with it. Money also builds trust, like when someone receives payment for a service. It symbolizes reputation. Ford paid billions for Jaguar and Volvo, not just their assets, but their reputations. In Jewish terms, money is a zuz, meaning to move. Money naturally circulates between people. When it doesn't, economies struggle. So, it's not meant to be hoarded, but used for charitable purposes, which can spark more wealth creation. Jewish tradition holds that giving to charity is spiritually beneficial to the giver. The U.S. tax laws even reflect this, exempting donations to religious and charitable foundations. Surprisingly, one of the best ways to increase income is giving money away. People prefer doing business with givers, not those desperate to hold on to every penny. However, generosity should be driven by moral values, with any rewards being secondary. Life is a journey, not a destination. It's crucial to apply the same perspective to business. Don't focus on counting the days to retirement. There's no need to halt earning money at a certain age. Avoid fixating on retirement. It can distort your view of life. Be like those who stay active and productive in later years. Take Harlan Sanders, who at 65 and virtually penniless, started KFC and built an empire. 3 lies often circulate about retirement. The first suggests that work has no real value beyond being a means to an end. Contrary to this, Jewish tradition emphasizes the value of work for both the worker and humanity. The second lie is that we become weaker and less productive in old age. In reality, unless the job is highly physical, productivity tends to increase as you age. The third lie suggests people are meant to be consumers, not creators. However, spirituality and wealth creation can coexist, and as we age, our connection to our spiritual selves often deepens.